Succeeding through extrasensory perception, ESP, is easily achieved by incorporating the psi function in every facet of daily life. ESP enhances productivity in industry and commerce, as well as promotes a balanced state of mind and healthy lifestyle.
Using your own ESP or perhaps reputable psychic professionals not only saves valuable time for businesses but also for those they serve. By expanding upon the traditional problem-solving thought process and deciphering tomorrow's needs today, ESP has made it possible to quickly resolve problems, making the business process much easier and simpler. An important aspect behind success through the use of ESP is the fact that it levels the playing field between big and smaller business and makes everyone equal. What this means is that even activating a little of the ESP function, a small business can competitively price their goods or services next to what a big business is offering and thus compete on a more equal footing.
A large percentage of the population today utilize their own intuitive perception and are an ESP consultant in business, careers, sports, personal relationships and all areas of life. Some of the factors contributing to this massive global acceptance of extrasensory perception over the past 6 decades have been documented in scientific research programs. However, the masses have not waited for science to measure their ESP, they have opted to employ it. Call it telepathy, remote viewing, dermo-optic perception, or recall terms if you prefer labels. Animals use it all the time and so do birds. Dolphins are known to use it as their little children. All that is required is listening to it and then acting on it. Like all skills and talents, acquiring the knowledge and confidence that only participation can produce. Success comes with risks. Extrasensory perception gives one an advantage in taking those risks.
There are many different methods to choose to sharpen your ESP and some are available at your fingertips online. Of course, there are a large number of questionable psychic practices. Most of those 900-line phone psychics move from television to the internet. I personally recommend that you acquaint yourself with experiments of Rupert Sheldrake, PhD, or perhaps the Noetic Science Institute to give you a general idea of what researchers from the private sector are introducing.
The following is an example of getting started with your ESP and what you can do with it.
Charlotte Myers is in sales and is launching a new business. She needs to make cold calls and make new contacts. She has in front of her a long list of people and companies to call to pitch her idea. Using her ESP, Charlotte scans the list to see what names stand out to her. The psychic hits on those names will appear brighter to her, standing out among the other names, or sometimes she will sense a warm feeling when she looks at the name. Charlotte takes the first step in cutting cost and time by zeroing in on her first calls.
Charlotte uses this same technique in closing the deal, taking it a step further in the personal interview with the prospective customer. Shaking hands with the customer, Charlotte receives another psychic hit. The clinical term for receiving psi information through touch is dermo-optic perception, but it is not a prerequisite to using your ESP in your daily life. Charlotte senses exactly what the customer needs and wants, providing valuable information. Charlotte addresses this information during her presentation and successfully closes the deal.
Instead of wasting time hitting the streets or paying someone to find the location for her new business, Charlotte looks at the buildings to lease in her local real estate newspaper. Using our ESP first step in selecting the addresses, she circles them and then moves her mind to those locations and takes a psychic glimpse of the building and surrounding area. The clinical term is remote viewing. This is a valuable psychic tool. She is able to access in seconds to view any area, location, or person at any given moment.
There are a variety of techniques and methods to utilize ESP to succeed in business. By embracing your inner ESP, you can hurdle past creative blocks and stale concepts. It only takes a few minutes a day to enhance your capacity to achieve new insights and access new ideas in all areas of your life. Allow your ESP to guide you, expand your perceptions and open those channels to access information outside your conscious perception. You already have this ability within you. All you have to do is use it. The choice is yours.